My luxury mindset has shifted just slightly recently, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I have a good feeling that you guys are in the same boat as I am. Hi guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Melissa and we are going to do a little chatty get ready with me. I've got my makeup here, I've got my coffee here, I've got my mirror here, which is everything that I need to get ready other than my music, but instead I'm going to be chatting with you guys. Now I do want to do a quick little disclaimer. This is not a makeup tutorial. This is just how I do my makeup. I've never had makeup classes or anything like that. This is just simply a chatty get ready with me. So if you have any issues with the way that I do my makeup, feel free to leave comments down below, but just know that this is just simply how I like to do my makeup. The first topic that I want to talk about is luxury dead? This was a hot topic, I'd say about a month or two ago, and I didn't jump on board about it because for me, it wasn't dead. It was something that I was still really enjoying, but lately I've been kind of in a slump with my luxury shopping. I haven't been really enjoying luxury shopping as much as I have before, and I feel like that's for a couple of reasons, and I wanted to go ahead and touch on that. I started my luxury journey in 2021, so that was during COVID times when we were all shopping and had nothing really better to do. That's also the time when I made the most amount of money in my entire life, and that's because I worked in the grocery business. So I was working a lot of hours. It was pretty much the only thing that was open was the grocery business. So I started my luxury at that point and I was having a lot of fun with it and I was really enjoying it. But now I've kind of feel like with anything that you enjoy, you really just go ham. You go hard, you go crazy, you really go into it and you really enjoy it and you do it, and then you kind of go through a burnout phase. I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm going towards my burnout phase. Now, do I still love luxury? Absolutely. Do I still plan on buying more luxury? Absolutely. I just don't feel like I'm at the point anymore where I feel like I need to buy a bag every 2 to 3 months like I was. I don't feel like I need to go crazy anymore like I was. The two products that I just used were the Fendi Beauty Stick in the color Amber Suede and the Huda Beauty Cream Contour, and this is in the color Light. Absolutely love this product. This product for me is a little bit dry. I don't like to layer up all my products together. I like to put them on where they are needed so I have a thinner layer of product, and then I do have my skincare underneath, which helps it to blend and spread. And here I'm using the Merit foundation. Mine is in the shade Dune. I do have a Merit code. I will link it down below if you guys want to support me. I will get commission off of that code, but you don't have to if that's something that you guys are uncomfortable with. I do really love their products. I have quite a few products of theirs that I have been using every day ever since I discovered Merit. So back to luxury bags and is luxury dead? I have noticed on the resale market that a lot of people aren't buying luxury anymore. A lot of the bags are just sitting there not being sold, and they're bags that are very popular bags. Now that's good for people that are still wanting to buy bags because you can get them at a discounted price, but it's not good for people trying to sell bags. And to me, that tells me that people aren't buying bags like they used to. And I feel like I'm right there with them. I am in the same boat. Last year I decided, 2022, I decided that in 2023, I wanted to buy less bags than I did in 2022. And I definitely did. I cut it about in half. And I feel like that was a really good thing for me to do, because what was happening was I was buying a lot of bags and I was figuring out my style, which we need to do, right? You need to figure out what type of bags work for you. But then I was selling them and I was losing so much money by selling them because I was figuring out, okay, this style doesn't work for me and that style does work for me. But now I'm past that point. I don't need to know what style works for me because I know what style works for me. I like a long shoulder bag that can be worn crossbody, although I don't typically wear a crossbody. And I like a top handle on my bag. Those are my top 2 criteria that I really enjoy. I also like a bag that's not entirely super tiny. I want it to fit all of my items. I want it to fit pretty easily, and I don't want it to be Tetris. Now, of course, date night bags are different. Those can be tiny. But other than that, I want a functional bag that can be worn on my shoulder and can have a top handle. Because I've learned that about myself, I feel like I don't necessarily need to go out and buy all these bags like I felt like I needed to in 2021 and 2022. I also feel like because I know this about myself, I can go ahead and skip past bags that aren't going to work for me. So for example, if there's a bag that I think is really beautiful, but it doesn't have a long shoulder option that can be worn crossbody, typically I wear it long shoulder only, and it doesn't have a top handle and it doesn't hold my essentials, then it's probably not going to work for me and I probably shouldn't buy it. And that leads into my next topic, which is, what is 2024 going to look like for me in the luxury world in the YouTube community? I do plan on shifting. Like I said earlier, I did do a shift from 2022 of purchasing everything that I could possibly want that I could afford to 2023 being a little bit more mindful, but I didn't do enough of a shift for me and my personal preference. I really wanted to only purchase 3 bags in 2023. But I purchased 5 bags, 5 luxury bags, one of which was a bag that I actually sold bags to get. So technically I purchased 4 bags with new money, if that's making sense. For my cheeks, I'm going to use this Rare Beauty blush in the color Truth. I really enjoy it. I just put it on my cheek here. Hopefully you guys can see. I know with makeup on camera, it doesn't show up quite as much. And I don't want to look all crazy. I do have some things to do later, but I've been really enjoying this color because it does give you kind of a sun-kissed look instead of a flushed rosy look. So it looks like you've been a little bit sunburned out in the sun. Your cheeks have gotten nice and rosy and glowy, and I really enjoy this color. I was really intimidated by it at first, but this has been, I bought it in a trio, and this has been my favorite color as of lately. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about 2024 and what I am expecting that to look like for me. If I'm being honest, guys, I only have two bags that I'm really excited about at the moment. And I do plan to purchase both of those bags in 2024. One of the bags that I'm really excited about is the Louis Vuitton side trunk. Now, if you guys remember, I did do a video saying that that is a bag that I would never purchase because of the price point. Well, I have learned my style of bag. It has a top handle, it can be worn long shoulder, and it fits all of my everyday essentials. It looks a lot like the Speedy B25 as far as size goes, just a little bit smaller. So I know that the bag is going to really work for me. So I think that it's a good purchase for me to make. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. This is IMETHOD Brow Pomade, Sculpt and Define, and I'm going to use a brush. I used to use the little stamp, and I just recently shifted back over to using a brush. My eyebrows are 2 different shapes, so it's kind of a little bit easier just to go ahead and stencil or brush them in instead of stenciling them. But the side trunk by Louis Vuitton has been catching my eye over and over again. I've heard so many good things about it. I see people styling it over on Instagram, and I just really like it. So I think that it's something that really resonates with me, my style. It's a little bit funky, it's a little bit fun, but it's also got classic colors to it, which you guys know if you watch my channel or if you are following me over on TikTok. A little plug there, I do have a TikTok channel. Is it a channel? I do have a TikTok and Instagram, so if you guys follow me over there, you guys know I like to dress a little bit funky and a little bit different, and I think that the side trunk just really resonates with me and my style. Now, the other bag that I really think that I'm going to pick up in 2024 is the Pollen Numeral Sept. I'm torn on what color to get, but I really think I'm going to get that caramel brown color that Mrs. Leva has. That is the color that I fell in love with. She is the one that actually has that bag, and she is the reason why I fell in love with that bag. Check her channel out if you guys haven't seen it. I'll link it down below for you guys. I thought about getting a different color, and I've looked at all the colors, and I love all the colors, but at the end of the day, I fell in love with the caramel brown color, so I think that's the one that I'm going to go with. Once again, it has that fun, funky shape that just is a little bit different. It's a little bit edgy, it's a little bit quirky, and it really just resonates with me and my style. I love the fact that it has the triangle. It also has a top handle, a long shoulder / crossbody strap, and you can fit all of your essentials inside of there. So next up, I'm using this Tarte in Bloom palette here. I've had this for years. I probably should get rid of it, but this is a palette that I have been using every single day. So this is what I'm going to continue to use. I haven't had any issues with it. I probably had it for like 5 or 6 years, you guys. I know, some people are gonna feel some type of way about that. But what I say is if it's not broke, then don't fix it. Now, there are 2 other bags that I have been really enjoying, but they're not top on my wish list. And then there are 2 bags that my husband has asked me not to purchase for myself because they're bags that he would really like to purchase for me one day. The 2 bags that I'm talking about that I have been considering purchasing, one is the Louis Vuitton Noe. I don't know if I would want the Noe BB or just the Petite Noe. I like them both. I'm torn because the Noe BB has the top handle and it has the crossbody strap, but I prefer a long shoulder bag. So I think that I would go with the Petite Noe instead of the Noe BB. The reason why I'm torn on this bag is because every single time I see it, I want it and I love it and I love the way it looks, and I just love the way people style it. I love how casual and chic it is, but at the same time, it's one of those bags that comes in and out of my mind, and that scares me. It makes me feel like maybe that bag isn't for me, or why else would it be on and off of my wish list and on and off of my brain, my mind. It's almost like every time I see it, it's like, oh yeah, I want that bag. But if I don't see it or I haven't seen it in a while, then I forget about it. I do think it would be a really good casual bag to have. I like the way it looks when it's styled with dresses, and it makes the dress look a little bit more casual. So I do have a vision for that bag, and I do feel like it is fairly inexpensive considering luxury prices. It's still under the $2,000 price point. So it's one of those things that I think that I will end up adding to my collection one day. It's just not at the top of my list because I am scared of buying it and then not loving it. The other bag that goes on and off of my wish list is actually the Loewe puzzle bag. And the reason why this goes on and off of my wish list is because I actually didn't like it at first. And so that kind of deters me. It makes me feel like I shouldn't buy something that I wasn't originally in love with, but I do really like the shape of it. I like the slouch. I like the fact that it has the top handle. I love it in a neutral color, like a neutral green, or of course, neutral green, or most people would even consider that a neutral. Neutral green or a beige or a black. So it's one of those ones that, like I said, it scares me because I didn't originally like it, and I am afraid that it's one of those things that it's going to be an influence purchase, and I really don't want to have an influence purchase. I did that with my Pochette Matisse. I learned my lesson, but it is a bag that every time I see it, I really, really like it and enjoy it. However, I do feel like with me being so interested in the Louis Vuitton, the Louis Vuitton side trunk, I feel like that's going to fill the void of the Loewe puzzle bag. They're both very, very similar in shape. They both have the same vibe for me. They would both fill the same spot in my collection. They both have that square shape with the top handle. They have the slouch. So I think that with me buying the Louis Vuitton side trunk, that I won't necessarily want or need the Loewe puzzle bag. But I do like the fact that the Loewe puzzle bag doesn't have any logos on it, and it's something that you can probably wear with a lot more clothes than you can the Louis Vuitton side trunk if I were to get it in the canvas instead of the leather. I'm almost done with my makeup, guys, and I still have more things to talk to you guys about. I did forget my mascara, so give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. My mascara that I like is the Lash Paradise. It is in the shade Black. I love this. I get it from Amazon or Target. I don't like the waterproof one. It's from L'Oreal Paris. But back to what I was saying, the 2 bags that my husband really wants to get for me are actually dream bags of mine. So he wants to get the Dior saddle bag for me, and he has asked me to hold off on purchasing it because it's something that he wants to gift to me. And he also would really like to get me my first Chanel bag. So that will probably be the Chanel 19 or the Chanel Boy, but I'm leaning towards the Chanel 19. So those are everything that I have on my radar at the moment. As I mentioned, the side trunk is top on my wish list. It is what I am going to be saving for after I'm done Christmas shopping for my kiddos. So that's going to be my #1 priority. But other than that, I don't have a lot going on as far as what I'm interested in when it comes to luxury. So a little recap of what I am expecting 2024 to look like. I only plan to buy 3 luxury bags in 2024. I plan to buy one at the beginning of the year for my wedding anniversary. I plan to buy one for my birthday, and I plan to buy one for Christmas. Now, my birthday bag, I'll probably buy early like I do most years because my birthday is smack dab in the middle of all of my kids' birthdays, and I really just like to focus on them at that time period. So I'll probably buy my birthday bag a little bit early. That also spreads it out because my birthday is at the very end of September. And if I were to get a bag at the very end of September and then another one in December, that's pretty close together when you're only buying 3 bags. Now, with that being said, that is luxury bags. Contemporary designer bags to me are in a different price range. They are in a different category. They are more feasible, they're easier for me. When it comes to luxury, I have to save up for a bag. When it comes to contemporary designer bags, I usually don't have to save up for it very long. So that's why I'm separating them. But even with that being said, I really don't want to purchase too many bags in 2024. I want to purchase things that I'm really excited about, that I know I'm going to get a ton of use out of, and that I know aren't going to be bad purchases. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on this topic. Are you guys slowing down on luxury purchasing? I did do a poll over on my community page where I asked you guys how you felt about luxury. The first option was, I'm done with luxury, I'm over it, basically. The second option is, I'm just not into it right now. And the third option is, nope, I still love it. I believe the numbers were 60% of people were still, nope, I still love it. And about 34% of you guys said that you were kind of in this phase that I'm in, where you're just really not super into it right now. I'm going to try to link all of the makeup products that I used in today's video down below for you guys. Some of these are old, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to link them, but I believe that most of these are linkable. But if you guys are interested in Merit, these are my 4 favorite products. They have the Merit Blush Balm. I didn't use this today. It's very emollient and it's very dewy, and I really enjoy that. It really looks pretty, but I just love the color of the Rare Beauty right now. I used their complexion stick. I didn't use this today because it is a little bit sticky, but it is their highlighter stick. I really like this in the summertime. I don't feel like I need it right now, so I'm not going to use it. And then they have their bronzer, which is really dewy. Again, it's going to give you that natural look. I went for, normally I'm in a shade light, as I told you guys with the Huda Beauty, but with this one I went for the 3rd shade up, so almost the darkest shade, because it is so sheer and emollient. It doesn't have a lot of pigment to it, and I like a bronzed up face. So I'm going to have my link down below for you guys if you guys are interested in that or any of these other products. If you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me, please let me know down in the comments below, because I would love to do more of these for you guys. And if you have a hot topic that you would like to talk about, then leave that down below and maybe I will do your topic next. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I have a goal of reaching 4,000 subscribers before the end of the year, and we are so close. I know that we can get there. But until next time, bye guys.